What you're about to hear will shake the WWE Universe to its core. After weeks of speculation, cryptic messages, and jaw-dropping attacks, Triple H has finally pulled back the curtain on wrestling's most talked-about mystery. The Masked Man's identity. It's someone we all know, but nobody saw coming. Stay with me, because this revelation changes everything. What's up, WWE Sphere family? Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the biggest news, the hottest takes, and the deepest dives into everything WWE. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because you do not want to miss moments like this. Now, let's set the stage. For the past several weeks, WWE programming has been absolutely electrified by one question: WHO is behind that mask. We've seen brutal ambushes. We've witnessed calculated attacks on some of WWE's biggest superstars. We've analyzed every clue, every movement, every hint dropped on social media. The Masked Man has been methodical, strategic, and frankly, terrifying. From interfering in championship matches to laying out fan favorites in parking lots, this individual has made it crystal clear: they're here to make an impact, and they're not playing by anyone's rules. Theories have been flying across social media faster than a Roman Reigns Superman punch. Is it a returning legend? A disgruntled superstar seeking revenge? Someone from NXT ready to make their main roster statement? The speculation has been endless. Let's rewind and break down exactly how we got here, because context is everything. It all started 4 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. The main event was heating up, a #1 contenders match that had the entire arena on their feet. Out of nowhere, the lights flickered. The crowd went silent. And then, chaos. A masked figure appeared at the top of the ramp, dressed head to toe in black tactical gear, face completely concealed. What happened next was pure mayhem. This wasn't just an attack, it was a statement. The Masked Man moved with precision, taking out security personnel like they were nothing. The athleticism was undeniable. The aggression was intense. And when it was over, a top superstar was left laid out in the center of the ring, and the masked figure simply disappeared into the crowd. Week 2 brought more questions than answers. Backstage interviews were interrupted. Parking lot attacks became commonplace. And here's what really got the WWE Universe talking: the Masked Man left calling cards. Cryptic symbols spray-painted near each attack. Messages that seemed personal, targeting specific superstars with grudges that ran deep. Social media exploded. Twitter was on fire with fan theories. Reddit threads were going hundreds of comments deep. YouTube channels, including ours, were breaking down every frame of footage, trying to identify body language, wrestling style, anything that could give us a clue. Some fans were convinced it was a returning legend, someone with a score to settle from years past. Others thought it might be a current roster member working a brilliant angle. The most wild theories. They ranged from international superstars making surprise debuts to elaborate works involving multiple conspirators. But Triple H, he stayed silent. The chief content officer, the man running WWE's creative direction, kept his cards close to his chest. In interviews, he'd smile that signature game smile and say, "All will be revealed in time." And that just made the anticipation more intense. By week 3, the attacks became more personal. Family members were mentioned in the cryptic messages. Career-defining moments were referenced. This wasn't random. This masked individual had history with WWE, with specific superstars, and they wanted everyone to know it. And then, last night happened. The moment we've all been waiting for. Triple H called a special press conference at WWE headquarters. No advance warning. No promotional build. Just a simple message posted to WWE's social media: the truth will be revealed. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The wrestling world stopped. Every major wrestling news outlet was covering it live. Social media was in a frenzy. And when Triple H walked out to that podium, you could feel the electricity even through the screen. He didn't waste time with pleasantries. The game looked directly into the camera and said, "For weeks, you've all been asking questions. Who is the Masked Man? What did they want? Why are they targeting specific superstars?" Tonight, those questions get answered. The tension in that room was thick. Journalists were leaning forward in their seats. Cameras were flashing. And then Triple H gestured to the side entrance. The doors opened. And out walked the masked figure, moving with that same calculated confidence we'd seen for weeks. The room went silent. This was it. The moment of truth. Triple H continued. This individual came to me months ago with a proposition. They felt disrespected, overlooked, passed over for opportunities they'd earned. They wanted to prove a point, to show the WWE Universe and everyone in that locker room that they couldn't be ignored anymore. The masked man reached up, grabbed the edge of the mask, and in one smooth motion, pulled it off. The room erupted. Cameras went crazy. Journalists started shouting questions over each other. Because standing there, staring defiantly into those cameras, was someone the WWE Universe knows very well. Now, here's where I need to be careful, because WWE's official announcement is still rolling out across their platforms. What I can tell you is this: the person under that mask has every reason to feel the way they do. Their career trajectory has been discussed and debated for months. They've delivered incredible performances but haven't received the championship opportunities many believe they've earned. Triple H explained the reasoning. Sometimes, in this business, superstars need to make noise to be heard. They need to demand attention. And what this individual did, methodically, strategically, was force everyone to pay attention. Mission accomplished. The unmasked superstar then took the microphone. Their words were fire. They talked about being overlooked despite their work rate. About watching others get opportunities while they were stuck in the same position. About needing to take control of their own narrative instead of waiting for someone to hand them success. I'm done asking for permission, they declared. I'm done proving myself to people who refuse to see what's right in front of them. That mask. It wasn't about hiding. It was about making you all look. Making you pay attention. And now that I have your attention, now that everyone is watching, the real work begins. Okay, WWE Sphere family, let's break down what this means for WWE moving forward, because this revelation opens up so many possibilities. First, the championship picture just got incredibly interesting. This superstar has now established themselves as a legitimate threat to whoever holds gold on their brand. The calculated nature of their attacks, the strategic targeting of top competitors, this wasn't random chaos. This was career positioning. Second, the feuds this sets up are absolutely mouth-watering. Think about every superstar that was attacked over these past weeks. Those aren't just forgotten moments. Those are planted seeds for rivalries that could carry us through the next several pay-per-view cycles. We're talking potential WrestleMania-level storytelling here. Third, Triple H's involvement adds a fascinating layer. By endorsing this approach, not condemning it, but actually explaining and justifying it, the game is sending a message to the entire roster: sometimes you need to take what you want. Sometimes you need to make them pay attention. That's a philosophy that could embolden other superstars feeling similar frustrations. The fan reaction has been mixed, and honestly, that's perfect for this storyline. Some fans are celebrating the boldness, the commitment to character, the willingness to do whatever it takes. Others feel betrayed, angry that someone they supported would resort to these tactics. That division, that's what creates electric television. Looking at the broader creative direction, this fits perfectly with the storytelling style we've seen since Triple H took over creative. Complex characters with legitimate motivations. Long-term storytelling that respects the audience's intelligence. Actions that have consequences and ripple effects throughout the entire roster. And here's something really interesting. This validates something WWE has been building toward, the idea that there are multiple paths to success. You can be the traditional babyface who works hard and plays by the rules. Or you can be someone who recognizes that sometimes the system needs to be disrupted, needs to be challenged, for real change to happen. The merchandise opportunities alone are fascinating. That mask is going to become iconic. The imagery, the symbolism of hiding in plain sight before revealing your true self, that resonates beyond just wrestling fans. This is the kind of storyline that creates mainstream buzz. No. So where does WWE go from here? Let me give you my predictions, WWE Sphere style. Prediction 1. Championship match within the next 2 pay-per-views. This revelation doesn't just create buzz, it creates momentum. And momentum in WWE means title opportunities. Whether it's for the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, or even the Intercontinental or United States titles, this superstar is positioned for gold. Prediction 2. At least 3 major feuds spinning out of this. Every attack over the past weeks becomes a feud waiting to happen. We're looking at months of programming built on the foundation laid during this Masked Man storyline. Prediction 3. A faction forms around this superstar. Think about it, if the message is about taking what you deserve and not waiting for permission, that philosophy attracts others. We could see a stable form with this superstar at the center, recruiting others who feel similarly overlooked. Prediction 4. This leads to a massive WrestleMania moment. Everything WWE does with their top storylines is building toward WrestleMania. This has WrestleMania main event program written all over it. The most immediate question: how does this superstar's first match after the unmasking go? Did they continue the aggressive, tactical approach? Or did they evolve into something different now that the secret's out? That transformation will define whether this character becomes an all-time great or just a memorable moment. And let's talk about Triple H's role moving forward. Is he aligned with this superstar? Was this his plan all along? Or was he simply acknowledging what happened and staying neutral? The game's positioning in this storyline could become its own fascinating subplot. WWE Sphere family, we just witnessed wrestling history. The mystery that captivated the WWE Universe for weeks has been solved, and somehow, the real story is just beginning. I want to hear from you in the comments. Did you see this coming? How do you feel about the reveal? Who should this superstar face first? And where do you think this storyline goes from here? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single comment and love seeing your perspectives. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. If you want more WWE news, analysis, and exclusive content, subscribe and hit the notification bell. We've got incredible content coming your way, including interviews, theory videos, and match breakdowns. Share this video with your wrestling friends because trust me, everyone's going to be talking about this for weeks. This is WWE Sphere, where we celebrate the greatest entertainment in the world, professional wrestling. The Masked Man's identity is revealed, but the journey, it's only just begun. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay passionate, stay loud, and keep supporting the business we love.